Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for April 27th, 2022, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching in time, this might be relevant or horribly irrelevant or somewhere on that spectrum. I'm not sure where, but stick around and find out. If you found this reading, there might be something in here for you. Don't force this to fit your life. Again, you can just totally toss it away, but let's see what we're working with right here. If you have questions about booking a session, go ahead to the description and find all the ways of contact. There should be an email address and also the social platforms at Raising Sevak, RAISING SEVAK. No spaces, no underscores, no punctuation marks, no numbers. It's one word. Anyway, I'm starting this with Wisdom of the Oracle again. So what I'm seeing here is absolutely, without question, a challenge. There's beauty in it. There's a choice to be made, and I think that you're making these changes in your life, and I think it's creating a new story, because look, we have the never-ending story. So what is the story that you are constantly telling yourself about yourself, to yourself, or to anyone who will listen? That's not meant to dog you down, by the way. But let's look at the story that you keep telling about yourself. Why does this always happen to you? Why aren't you fill in the blank? Why are you always fill in the blank? You hear the sirens behind me? This is somewhat of an emergency on your part. So I see that you're taking a really stone cold, sober look at this situation. We have the chaos and conflict in reverse. It's a great time to actually look at both sides of this, try and sneak into another's perspective to see how, well, all the angles of which this could be looked at. I see that you're going to be working out some sort of a compromise with somebody in your situation. And I see that it's absolutely important that you look through their eyes. I think that you know exactly what they're thinking. I think that you know exactly what their next move is. This is a constant with them. Now you know what your constants are, and you're trying to evolve and work from them and move on from them. But you already know how this is going to play out on an opposing part now, don't you? So this, I see it's now time for negotiations. How can you swing this in your favor to make these changes for yourself and not have such a shutdown from the other part of this? Well, we have these. All right. So you've talked about this change that you want to make with maybe one or two people. And I think that you really want to make this change in your actual life. And there's the complete blunt honesty that you're coming forward with. But then there's like this cloudiness from somebody else's voice giving a really subjective view about the situation. And that's not even what's up for debate right now. And this person seems like it's kind of pushing the subject. I feel like it's almost trying to cut you down a little bit to size, something smaller for them. It seems like somebody who's important to you is doing this. And I think the disappointment, the disservice, the even upset about all of this is being made very apparent with how consistent it's been with this person or this type of person. You're seeing who's coming up as a support. You see who's coming to be of help, of service. You're seeing true loyalty shine up. Well, shine up? Yeah. Shine bright. Yeah, I'll go with that one. So this, you're seeing exactly who's stepping up, having follow through on their word, who's coming out of the woodwork. There's some who only show up when it's kind of in their benefit. I think that you're able to separate the two very well right now. But I also see in this is a new opportunity. So you have two options. Are you going to stay and be cut down to size? Or are you going to take a new opportunity? So this, I really want you to look at yourself and what the actual goal is. Is this something that is an impulsive goal? It's like, all right, you want to know what, we're done with this, go. Or has this been brewing for quite some time? What I'm seeing here is a chance to begin again, a new start coming in. This, it seems like it's strictly for you. Somehow this is going to involve a sense of independence, isolation in some cases, but it's this feeling of having to go something alone. Maybe not having the party that was cutting you down to size be part of this. Maybe it's after you get help from whoever was the loyal party in here. There is a sense of being by yourself either in a living situation, in a decision, in a relationship, which I hope is not the case. Well, if you're single, that's one thing, but if you're in a relationship feeling like you're alone, that sucks. No. And it's a really quiet contemplation time. You feel like you're not ready to jump out of the nest and make any big strides right now. I'm actually seeing this person they're in a nest, and I don't know if this is a dunce hat that they're wearing or if it's a like a stick-on beak. I'm gonna kind of look at it both ways. So your chances are you might feel like you made a dumb decision, because look, now it's like, where is everybody? You have to do this for yourself. You have to be this person for yourself. Everything that you have been manifesting has brought you to this point. It was in perfect order. That's what you're not really, I think, acknowledging. Even though that you're standing by yourself in this decision, which again, I think is necessary. I don't think that this was anything that you didn't call in or that you didn't need, that wasn't in alignment with you. And I don't have the incense going. God dang it. You want to have a bite of your food, have some drink. I gotta light this, because if I don't, I'm gonna be looking for something to cleanse the cards over and stuff and things and yeah. There you go. Every time I just blow it out, it just goes right out. So I kind of had to drag it out with that one. What do you need to let go of? Do you need to let go of the past? Do you need to let go of some idiot? Do you need to let go of, well, whatever the heck. Relationships, yeah. Attachments from relationships. There might be this crazy desire to have somebody either maintaining a space in your life, like you always have to be in some form of a relationship. There always has to be somebody next to you, or you always have to have somebody around, whether it's a family member, whether it's a sibling, parental figure, extended, whatever, whoever the constant's been. There's a reason why you had that space held in by that person or that type of person. So it's important to cut cords. This is somehow stemming from actually a parental issue. I don't always say that in the readings, and if you've been here for longer than a minute, this is something where this has come out a few times and it's different scenarios. But the cutting the cords is how the parental figures or the caregivers in your life were of influence, and cutting cords with, I think, how they taught you to hold steady some sort of a connection in your life. This, yeah. This has been somehow damaging to your emotional heart. And I think that there's a lot of guilt that you're carrying, thus going back right to here. There's some guilt that you've been carrying. Like you don't want to have a particular person around you, but you feel like you have to have a particular person around you. Spirit is saying that, listen, you're not your parents. You're not obligated to anybody. You manifested this space, this place of quiet so that you can heal your heart from these outdated expectations, whoever the people who are putting this pressure on you. Again, this is going towards parental figures. So I want to read more about the manifestation powers and the heart chakras. So where am I going for that? Okay, sticking with the angel therapy. What do you want to tell the person watching this? Fairies, so this is good. So this, you have bigger fish to fry right now than a relationship. So your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. It's maybe not helping the world as a whole. I'm not going to put that kind of responsibility on you, but if you think you could take it on, go for it. This is, I think, about creating a Zen environment directly around you. The story that's coming from this is probably been dealing with a lot of chaos recently in your home environment. Some of you may have very chaotic, very confrontational, very agitated home spaces. And I think that this is the chaos that you are used to from previous years. So the cords that you are cutting and the space and the quiet that you are receiving is because you need to have a overall Zen environment. This is not only going to heal relationships in your life, so you have better, more compatible, productive, understanding, embracing connections. So after that sense of healing and creating a Zen environment, this is actually refocusing you. And then we have the Earth Angel and the Law of Attraction. And we also have the vegetarian and vegan. So if you're not a monster, you're going to be a vegan. Actually, do you, boo? It's about having more to focus on. A huge feeling of zoning in, being able to focus because there is a sense of quiet. There's not a lot of distractions. And I think that there is this awesome clarity that's coming into mind. So you are a very beautiful and loving being. I'm not saying that you're not without fault, but your natural disposition is pretty sunny and warm when given the chance. And what I'm seeing in here is you are drawing in things that are of a higher energetic? Did I have a stroke? Energetic elevation. Thank you. Okay. So what are some things that you need to watch out for? Well, wouldn't you know it? Being stuck. Procrastination is your worst enemy, and it's absolutely self-sabotage. It's what happens when you start to see that little break on the horizon. It's like, oh, maybe I'm not ready. Oh, no. We're gonna wait for a bigger sign. No, you're not. All right, so the King of Swords, and then this. Be wary of those who are going to manipulate you by being very harsh. You are going to take their personal attacks as fact. It's not fact. It's coming from a very wounded place with them. And there is a promise of, it seems like there's a windfall. So it's like a promise of a positive change that's coming in. They're saying that there's still manipulative mind Fs who are going to F with you eventually. This is a stupid cycle with these kind of people. Don't entertain it. Don't let yourself get sucked back into the very prison that you fought so hard to get away from. I see you inching your way away from it. Don't let them start to berate you and let yourself believe that their venomous words are fact. And I think that you know this about these people. They tend to be so incredibly cruel with their words. They tend to be so intimidating, and they tend to be really in your face. So they're not coming from a balanced, centered mindset at all. This is somebody who's coming from a very big place of emotion erupting. I don't think that they have the ability to express their emotions in a healthy way. That's their own stunt that they got to work with, not yours. So that's what you need to be on the watch for. What is the spirit message on what you need to keep an eye out for? Let's see, Captain Satipans. Lemuria. You have to create your own world. Trust your path, inner temple. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. My dearest, you need to create your own life, your own utopia, your own heaven on earth, and align with everything that you aspire to. For instance, I'm not trying to brag or make anyone jealous. I'm kind of obsessed with Hallmark movies. Yeah, I know. Totally out of the blue, right? Never saw that coming. That's kind of like the life that you would want to live, right? You got to get in line with that kind of thing. I already know there's at least one of my my guy friends who's laughing at me because they actually work on those Hallmark movies, and I know that he watches these, so what's okay? Anyway, all right. Devotion. I don't want you to start slipping down from this. You know exactly what it is that you don't want from this person who's trying to manipulate you and make you feel like garbage. You know that they are trying to make you feel like garbage. Why the hecking heck are you buying into it? All right, it's not like you're going to make yourself small and they're going to see that they're making you feel small, and then they're going to have that epiphany like, oh no, they didn't mean this. And then it's going to, be all arms locked in together and we're, skipping down the road. That's not what's going to happen with them. They're not going to somehow see the light that they're treating you like garbage. They know that they're treating you like garbage. And the thing is, they probably on some level feel that it is within their right to call you out like this. They think that this is okay. Don't go along with it. You don't need to be hurt by this. So again, following the advice, trust your path. If you could make the instantaneous changes without a moment's notice, without a moment's worry, without any concern of money, what the hecking heck would you do? What would you change? This is saying, think about this, daydream about this, get an emotional excitement from it. It's that little, twinge that's on the inside that's just like kind of excitable. Do it and stay within that that vibration. Start to connect to things that are of that vibration. You're plugging into a new energy field, and you're going to plug into those people too. So, in following that advice from what you need to watch out for, what do you have to look forward to? What's under here? Okay. My Merlin's desk is a mess. All right, so after all is said and done, with daily guidance from your angels, what is the likely result of this situation? I'm excited. What is it? Playfulness. Beloved one, it's time to set, okay, so playfulness, the go for it, steady progress. Oh, what's this? Focus on service, new partner, life purpose, creative project, and time to go. You're going to be able to move on. Yes, you have bigger fish to fry. Yes, you are stepping into purpose. But the thing is, you're going to be incredibly playful, driven, focused. You're living kind of this not lucky charm life. It feels pretty awesome. I see that you're living a very contained and controlled and excitable life. I do feel like you will be connecting with people who are of the elevated vibration, the one of which you're going to be plugging into. I see that you are going to be stepping into purpose. You will be incredibly busy. This isn't going to be you laying in bed all day long. Trust me, I know what that's like. I know that sometimes it seems like the most enticing thing. This is not going to be that. And you're going to be making flippin' steady progress towards your goal and the life that you want to lead with the people you want to lead it with. So it's time for you to actually start to step into purpose on this journey and start to detach from those energies. So the time to go is realize where you are in life, how you are feeling connected to the circumstances, the surroundings, the people, and what connections you want to dissolve on those. Start allowing your energy to not partake in those particular energies. See it start to pull away, see those lines start to disintegrate. And what you're going to experience with that is the blowback of them, because they now feel that they don't have any sort of attachment to you, and they're like, where the heck is my resource? Don't let them plug into you again. And this is saying, think about the change you want to make. What does it feel like when you're in those spaces? What is your daily life feel like? What's excitable? And also, what keeps you in that elevated vibration? Follow that. It's going to lead you to purpose. It's going to lead you to new energetic plugins, mutual plugins. So I see new people who are coming in that are going to be of that vibration, new crazy busy work coming in for you. So stop waiting for your life to happen to you. It's time for you to go and get this right now. It's time for you to actually really take action. Get playful with this. Stop taking the constraints. Stop putting the constraints on this. I want you to get ridiculous with it. I want you to get excited with this. I want you to be like a big kid who's drawing their picture of their life. It's time to go get this. All right, this has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the daily insight on life and love for April 27th, 2022, also being timeless. So if you have questions about booking a session, because your individual storyline is always more detailed, in-depth, and intense, go ahead and find the email address or find me on the social platforms. Again, one word, the @ symbol, RAISINGSEVAK. No spaces, underscores, numbers, or punctuations. And see what services I provide, see what might be right for you. Ask about time zones, sales, prices, yada, yada, yada. See what might be right for you. All right, go have an amazing day. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. So what I'm seeing here is you are absolutely a gift in your relationships. You give so much of yourself. You give the best of yourself. And still this has led you to feeling lonely, feeling like you're cast out for some time. And it feels like you're never going to find anybody. The thing is, the whole lesson in this is learning to stop giving so much of yourself to everybody. This is coming from such a deeper place. You don't have any more to give to another person, and you can't give something that you don't have. That, to be fair, is not trying to prove to the other person by enamoring them in your love that you are yourself worthy of love by breadcrumbs. This is telling you to pull your step back and have people show up for you. This isn't something that you can goad them on. This isn't something that you can force them to do. But you can give of yourself, but you have got to have a boundary in place where people have to show up for you. And that's what I'm seeing happen right now. They will be showing up for you. They will be present, but you have to give it the chance to occur. And I think that you're amazing. It's just the waiting game can be difficult for you. I know that, but try your best. You're worth the effort. So this might sound silly, but you were going to go to an event recently. I think that something came up and you couldn't go. Either you just had a last minute urge to quit and cancel. And honestly, I feel like you dodged a bullet in this. What I'm seeing in here is something went awry in the place that you were supposed to go, and you would have probably been hurt by this. So what made you stay? What made you hold back? Because I don't feel like this is something that would have normally held you back. Spirit is saying that it wasn't going to let you go, and that this was not your place to be. And it actually seems to have changed the direction of, I know this might sound cheesy, this somehow changed the direction of your life. I'm really glad that you're okay. I'm really glad that you're alive. But how did this affect you? It was an absolute miracle. And I am saying that the truth of the matter is this would have led you down a deep and dark path, and you didn't need to suffer with this at all. So Spirit was protecting you. I want you to know that. All right, so what I'm seeing right here is it's time to stop beating yourself up, and it's time to, stop being so hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up, and I guess not have whatever the form of pity is over yourself. Let's see, make a wish, mother, healing, you're being helped, break free, watch your thoughts, make a decision. So whatever your hang up that's been about you, whatever you feel like you haven't been able to achieve, your issues with worthiness, the issues that you have with being even kind to yourself or accepting kindness from others, I feel like this is going to be healed right now. You're severing the ties from whoever the emotional caregiver was in your life, because I don't feel like they did the job that they were supposed to. It seems like now in place is going to be a void, so you're going to have to learn what to fill that with. What are you going to fill with your sense of worthiness? How are you going to rewrite that script? So Spirit is saying, watch your thoughts and where you're taking this, because even though you've severed the ties, this is something that if you go seeking to see if an attachment is still there, you are going to, in a very weird way, recreate the attachment to yourself. You've severed the ties, and now it's time to affirm, I think, the new set of worthiness that is becoming you. So what is this going to look like? Okay, make a decision. Are you going to follow what seems to be your expansion, your worth? Are you going to start following, I know this sounds cheesy, are you going to start following where your dreams take you? Or are you going to start kicking yourself down, saying that you're a fool for doing so, you don't deserve this, this isn't real, any of those things? Which path are you going to take? So if you choose the beat me down path, let's see. If you choose the path that's going to kick your keister, I'm going to go the right way. What do you have to look forward to? Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. And let's see. It looks like you're going to withhold yourself and be very timid. There's a major block that's coming in a way that I don't see you wanting to get over. If you choose to, start actualizing your worth, you're going to have to, first off, realize that you're going to be more blunt than necessary because you're swinging from one end to the pendulum. Also, you really need to work on discipline, because you're on a high when you get it, that natural high, but you're going to have to maintain it. And also, there is a sense of freedom that is coming in. Yeah, I think that's the natural high, a sense of freedom. What are you going to do with it? Well, it's time to buckle down and get to work. That's really cool, actually. So I asked who's coming towards you, and 3 cards came out. So what I'm seeing is somebody who is blunt and honest, very caring, but blunt and honest. They don't want to start a relationship right now. They're not trying to get on lockdown with anything. This is going to be somebody who really takes the pressure off of you. I like this energy. I think that they're very unique, free-flowing. This kind of has like that free spirit energy with them. They're not going to mess around. They're not going to play with your emotions. They're being very clear and upfront. And I think that that's refreshing for you. So what can you expect from this? What's the catch? Well, they're going to jog your insecurity. Them being completely blunt, honest, and going with this is not what you're used to. And what I'm seeing in here is you might want to run from this, because it seems like that sense of freedom makes you want to connect with that energy even more. This is saying, pump the brakes. It's not going anywhere. I see the pullback on the healing. So there's a major trigger. The shadow work is seeing what a free spirit, non-codependent connection in your life looks like, it's going to feel like rejection at first. It's not rejection. You have to decide if you want to stay around or go. And what I see is you might actually dodge this person immediately. That would be impulsive. I see changes happening fast. I see you wanting to move on from it. Okay, so it looks like that independent person who's coming in is going to scare the crap out of you and you're going to want to go. You want something that is, it's going to be a habit break for you because you're used to deception, controlling, and wanting to put things on lockdown. This person's not like any of that. So this is going to be the shadow work for you. And I see that you might actually want to run from that shadow work. So what happens when you do that shadow work? Because this person is very genuine. We have the Ace of Wands that's coming in. Okay. So I see you going back because I don't see that they're toxic or abusive or lying to you. And I see that this is going to be almost like an ad-lib play as you go throughout every single day. Be like, all right, I'm going to be able to respond this way or this way, which it's going to be a major growing point for you. Because this person's not going to condemn you, judge you, punish you in any way. I think they're sticking around. So if you're wondering if you're going to stay or go, I think that you're probably going to go. And I don't see that this is going to be a connection that you are easily able to get over. I think that it's been rough. I think that it's taught you a lot. I think it's been a constant uphill battle for you. And I think that you're done with being tired, with being insecure. And I think that you're just going to get rid of these stressors. I see that this person is a major stressor and that there's nothing more that you can learn from them. There's nothing more that you can gain from them. And it looks like you don't want to fight anymore. I don't see you putting up a fight, but I do want to draw more on the High Priestess and the Hermit in here. So it feels like an awakening. You had an awakening with this person. And I think that you were stuck in a place of being completely suppressed, undesired, and couldn't even trust yourself. I do feel like gaslighting was a major problem in whatever this connection was. So now this is, all right, what's the compromise? Because you're not fighting. What the heck is the compromise? Ooh. The compromise is, listen, we both leave with both of our lives. We're not moving forward together. Because I see that this person, either that or you, it's like they are not strong in their convictions. And I think that they're all over the place. And I don't think that's sustainable for you. So here, I see a major missed opportunity. And I see that somebody has grown detached. I think it's you who's grown detached. This is going to absolutely, without question, hurt the person who I see that you're walking away from. This is their karma. I'm not telling you to, run away from your responsibilities. I'm not telling you to do anything that's dangerous or illegal. So put that into perspective with here. If this is a connection in your life that you are completely, that you are safe in, well, that you've been pondering, should I stay or should I go? I see you going. And I see that this is going to be heartbreaking for them. It's going to be their karmic lesson. They have abandonment issues that they're going to have to deal with and stop tiptoeing around it. I see that in this connection, you've gained your independence. This is the ending of a very important cycle for you. You're not going to hold any of yourself back. You are working on living your best life. And I see that you walking away from this person is probably going to ensure that. So this for you is wish fulfillment, but also this is also their karma, which they have to do the shadow work on. So if you're wondering what it is, that's what it is. All right, so it looks like you walked away from something that would not let you open up and wouldn't let you talk. It wouldn't let you have like a space to grow. I do feel like you were juggling a lot. No matter what you did, it wasn't enough. And it seems like life shouldn't have to be this hard. Relationships shouldn't have to be this hard. I do see that you broke your back over this person. Look at what I'm looking at right here. This is where we're at. So this is you completely ready to move on from them. I see that you're over and done with them. You've put in the work, you've put in even their work. I think that you signed on for extra hours even having to deal with this person. And look, you have the Temperance. So this is going to be a long journey ahead. And I do feel like I know this is, I'm going to say deep soul contracts, because I don't care if it's kindred spirit, soulmate, twin flame energy, deep soul contract. So you are on a deep soul contract journey. You are meant to connect with these deep soul contracts and actually build with them. You're meant to build a new life with them. So what I'm seeing in here is, after a lot of rest and recovery and detaching from whatever the painful situation was before, I see that somebody's coming towards you with an offer. I see that this is exactly what you want. For some of you, this is a relationship proposal of sorts. For some of you, there's an offer that's coming in that you just can't refuse, don't want to refuse, would never refuse. And we have the Two of Cups around this. Absolute fulfillment. Amazing choices underway. Complete balance restoration within you. And if this is dealing with relationships, this is the relationship that you want. The next one that you come in contact with, your next relationship, based off of this shit show beforehand, is absolutely fulfilling. Now, however long this lasts is completely up for your journey. That's something that you need to individually look at. But it looks like you guys really get to paint the world in this beautiful way. So after that, we have, watch what you guys can really grow together. You guys are seeing the payoff. You guys work so well when you come together. Whatever these changes are, the payoff is almost immediate. There's a long journey ahead with this, but the fact that everything kind of seemed to work together perfectly, it really led to what seems to be almost a blossoming show. But also this is saying, for every bit of work that you've done, please enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's actually urging you to enjoy the experience. Take the time. So this is really cool. We have the King of Cups, the Empress. The Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So it leads to what I am seeing as a trigger point for divine feminine energy in these deep soul contracts. So I'm really loving this. Look at what I'm looking at right here. This is somebody who's absolutely, it feels like they aged kind of like a fine wine. I'm going to say it like that. So anyway, here we go. A lot of upsets, a lot of dead ends in the feminine's life has led to a softening of the edges, a hardening of the edges, and seriously, one of the best problem-solving intuitive energies that you could come across. This is a person who I would call a Renaissance person, whether it's male or female, I do not care. So I see that they have been inspired. They have recently been inspired to start something new. And I see that they are manifesting this rapidly. And it's coming from such a place of truth, which is why this is happening so quickly. They are aiming for the stars on this. Everything seems to be working in their favor. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is in divine order with them. Major life choices that are coming into play. Major. Absolutely altering. It's going to be like, pick your own theme ride. It's kind of cool. But we have the Lovers in here. It's absolute perfection. All of this. It feels almost like a natural high. It's excitable. And I think that you're more than ready. There's no second guessing any of this. This is on a plane of happiness. So it's powerful. It's protected. It's waving its passions in the air for everybody to see. It is absolutely, it's almost borderline, I don't want to say angry, but the feel for it is so aggressive. It's aggressive and innocent at the same time. And this is something that you get to receive. The sun is shining on your face with this. It's leading the way. And I see you marching along right with it. And I don't feel like there's a lot of things that you're leaving in your wake. So what is this going to lead to aside from that awesome happiness? I'm actually feeling this deck. Okay. Your emotions are healing, which opens you up to greater love. It'll help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart. So there you go with the healing. Then we have faith and hope. There's something that's on the horizon that you can't see yet. This is going to open up what seems to be a whole new world. You're coming out of incredibly unfavorable conditions. You have been tested so much. I don't think that you lost your spirit. So the unfavorable conditions, you're seeing it as a challenge and you're going to stomp it out. So this, I flip and love. And right now, I think that you're feeling the energy heightened with it. So you're not going to be deceived by the outside appearance. You're getting your focus back. That's awesome.